You will not disrespect me in any way, shape, and or form at all. If we are behind closed doors and like, oh, Kes, you ain't shit, no problem. But if you stand up on road or anywhere and disrespect me in any way, shape, and or form, we're done.
So you're saying public disrespect is sackable offence?
Gone.
And what about if it's...
I will demote you.
What about in private?
Private's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
we're gonna argue. You ain't shit. Yeah, you too. We'll argue. It's fine.
In private, you'll
it's fine.
accept a certain amount of disrespect.
But in public, I'll demote you. Standard. Easily.
Respect is everything.
It's everything. It's everything. No one gets
without
it.
that. To me, you haven't got a relationship, man. Like, it's not about love, man. It's about respect.
Men don't do love. Men do respect. It's that simple. Men don't do love. Men do respect. I've seen many a man who loved the crap out of their woman, but because of that, the woman, not every woman, obviously, that woman who is used to being abused and treated like crap, this man now treats her good because he loves her so much. But because she's used to waste man treating her like crap, she does not see that him being nice to her is him loving her. She just goes, oh, you're not hitting me or abusing me or anything enough, so you're not man enough.
Yeah. You're not making me feel.
You're not making me feel
X, Y,
and Z.
Yeah. This isn't familiar.
There you go. So what happens now is the guy who was nice and sweet gets disrespected, and all he wants, he wants you to respect him. So he hangs along. Oh God, if I do more of this, if I add more emotion and affection to blah blah blah, I'm gonna get loved eventually.
And you know what's interesting too? Those situations sometimes turn those guys into motherfuckers because they're just like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not going through this again. So then they actually become really jaded and
hurt people.
Yeah.
If she
just like trauma causes trauma.
There
causes,
you go.
like,
if she was hurt by people, and she was used to that kind of situation, every nice person that meets her, she will say, oh, I'm looking for a nice guy. I don't want to meet no F-boys anymore, right? Which is good for like 2 weeks, right? On the third week, she's like, oh, no. This nice guy ain't ish to me. This nice guy is too nice. He's soft. I can predict him. It's predictable, so it's boring now.
Yeah.
You understand? And no, she has to hurt him. So she was hurt by the other guys, and now she gets this nice guy, because you know how it is, online dating. I want to see a nice guy now. Nice guy goes, oh, I'm a nice guy. And now she meets nice guy for 2 weeks, and then in week 3 she's like, nah. He's too predictable. Stops being nice to him. And he is going, oh, wasn't that nice enough to her? I'm going to try and be nicer. Okay, I'm going to try and be nicer. The more he tries, the worse he gets.
Yeah.
The more he tries, the worse he gets. And it just grows and grows and it just gets worse. And because she's hurt, the only language she knows is hurt. So she's going to hurt him. And now, when she hurts him and dumps him, he now goes, oh no, I was a nice guy and I didn't get appreciated. What does he do now? Stops being a nice person. Starts going out of his way to be an a-hole by hurting other people. So hurt people.
Cycle continues.
There you go.
And what's even crazier is that guy that's not being nice will often have a certain amount of success.
Yeah. Now he will get he will get a lot of dating success.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
That's what I was going to say.
Serious.
Not like
success.
not relationship success.
There's difference.
But he'll get like
exactly, because there's for men and women the same thing, which is there are the ones that we're going out to look for a fling, and we're going to look for a relationship. It's quite different.
Yeah.
Big difference. Because when guys are going out to look for a fling, they're looking for the biggest ass, the biggest titties, the sexual features. They want the one that, all that stuff. They want the sexual features. they're going for a fling. But then when they now go for a relationship, a real thing, those matters don't count. What counts is, can she make me feel good? Can she give me peace? That's it. And that's the difference. But again, if you don't know, you don't know. And that's just, it's just that. It's that. But we all see it in a different way. Oh no. Okay. It's different. Looking for a fling, looking for something serious, it's not the same. If you're looking for a fling, you don't care about what she's going through, what she does with other people, if she smokes, drinks, blah blah blah. You don't care. So if you're a non-smoker and she's a smoker, you just want to fling. You don't care. If you're a non-drinker and she's a drinker, you don't care, because you're not seeing her as, that's the mother of my children. Does that make sense? There you go. You don't see her as that. But when you see her as, hold on, that person is gonna carry forward my offspring for the rest of the life.
Yeah, you're looking for a different.
You're looking for something different. You're like, no.
Would you say the reverse applies to women in the sense that, well, I mean, the same thing applies in the sense that, let's say they're looking for a fling, the qualities they're looking for will be different if they're looking for an actual
Today
partner.
or 20 years ago?
No.
Now, today women are doing it back-ass words. They're hustling backwards. No, seriously. Today women are hustling backwards.
Speak on it. I know what you're going to say, but speak on it.
Alright, so today a lot of women are going to go, okay, let me date this guy first. Let me see how it goes. Just a casual fling. Just casual. And then as they're casually flinging, he starts ticking all the boxes one by one. So it started as a fling, right? And then halfway down the line, 6 months later, it goes, oh, I know we're just casually hooking up, but, you know, where are we going with this? Where's this taking us? You know, we've been blah, blah, blah for 16 months, 18 months. Boom. So it was casual first, but then she realized, okay, this is getting serious, which means I'm seeing him a lot more, and the more time you spend with a person intimately, the more intimate you become with them. No matter how you want to be heartless, you are going to get close to them. It's called propinquity.
Jeez, drop that again. I like them long words, you know. I ain't heard that one before, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh jeez.
Propinquity.
Propinquity. Propinquity. Propinquity.
I like that shit. I love words, man. Those are my tools. Those are my paints.
Because a lot of people go, love, infatuation. There's an in between. Propinquity.
Do you know? Oh mate, as you say that, I can remember. Oh my god, I can remember flings which just evolved over time through, like you say, just that the proximity leads to propinquity.
Yes.
Bars.
That's what it is.
It's like over time, the bond just grow. There's been women who've really like grown on me. That sounds so wrong, but I'm just being honest.
That's propinquity.
There's women that have just grown on me, like they've just stuck around and like,
yeah, that's it.
Put up with my shit over a period of time where I'm like, do you know
but
what?
It's the same
She's
thing as
putting a shift.
Exactly the same thing, but guess what? Propinquity leads to love.
So doesn't sound romantic.
You get infatuated first, and then you spend more time together. And the more time you spend together, the more you're like, oh, fine, you're here now. Let's go.
It don't sound romantic, but it really is like that, man. In a lot of cases, maybe not every case, but.
Well, in most offices today, there are lots of office swings happening in the world
office
today.
What now?
Office swing.
Like swing.
Office husband, work wife nonsense. Yeah, because they spend
you
more.
Mean office fling?
Sorry, fling.
Okay.
Fling.
Swinging? They're swinging in the office? Is this a new thing I haven't heard of?
Use rope, tie good. Use good, tie rope. Same thing.
Sex swing. Just all these images that go through my head. Like,
dirty mind. You need mouthwash. Clean your mind.
Truly, I talk.
Bro. Nah, so basically it's like that. So you get lots of office flings these days because he sees her more than he sees his wife. She sees him more than she sees her husband. So they now form an intimate bond.
Wow.
Propinquity.
That's why you have these like CEOs fall in love with their PAs and shit like that, right? Their personal assistants. Because it's just.
It's not even the CEO. It's basically the general John Smith office worker with the girl next to him.
Why are you so disagreeable? It could be both.
As I said, it's not just, it's both. Like I said, I was saying the same thing. So it's like she knows his coffee, she knows his lunch, she knows everything, and he knows that this, that, and the third. And then what happens now is when she got plans. Okay, on Wednesday I'm gonna buy him his coffee, his sandwiches, blah blah, and then the wife cooks for him. She gets upset.
You know what's also crazy? Like when you think about it like that, it just takes the kind of the whole sort of romantic, magical kind of fairy tale thing that people are fed out of the equation.
Do you know
what I mean? Because I think a lot of times people want to believe in.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? They want to believe.
We crave romanticism.
Wow.
Because if we don't get romanticism, it's like, for what purpose are we alive then? Because everything from when you were a child has told you that for two people to get together, there needs to be romance.
Yeah. All the fairy tales, all that bullshit.
All the movies.
All the fairy
all
tales,
the cartoons,
all the romantic comedies,
everything,
all the sitcoms, all the films. And then you got the romance novels as well. All of that stuff. The songs. Jesus.
So everything
so
on every corner is programming you or socializing you to believe that in order for me and this person to do anything, there needs to be a ding, a spark. It's good for business though.
It's great for business.
If I had an online dating site, I'll be selling that like whoa. Because as simple as that, I'll be like, okay, all these people. Because I'll have like a example, like a website, and I'll be like, brand new dating site. Come here. I'll hire like 30 models. Pay them money for like a month and say, okay, for a month, create like 10 fake profiles. Boom. So now I'll now pay like good money to advertise in all this, the top, all the top websites, top media sites, and go, brand new dating site. We have tons of girls, this, that, and the third. And I'll do the SEO settings to make sure I get the right words for the algorithms, right? Tick, boom. And now by me saying I have tons of girls on this website, and I'm not gonna get like 100 guys come on that site. And now by getting 100,
really
and now go
models to
hundreds of men and women on the site. By doing that now, I now get more women coming on the site because there's girls they now join. And then the more women I join the site, the more men I join the site. So I spent money for 1 month to get good hustle, and it just continues like that. But the first 4 months I'll do it free online dating. Once I've got all your details.
Explain the connection in terms of how you would be selling that shit from what we were talking about. So we're talking about how people want to believe in this whole thing.
That's free game. Free game.
Fair play. You might even do this shit at some point.
I'll tell you this.
That makes sense.
I'll tell you when the camera is off. I'm giving you a free game. Dare you? If I give you a free game, you will not appreciate me. Nah, I'll charge you for my game. It's a game. It's hustle. It's hustle. It's good hustle, but it's hustle.
Game is to be sold and not told.
Legit. We don't give out free game here. I ain't Santa Claus. Father Christmas.
To be fair, there's a lot of free game being given out here.
No, this is knowledge and wisdom. Free game? Nah. Telling you what you need to know. Anything more than that, pay me. As simple as that. So this is how it is. It's men follow men, men follow men. It's just natural flow of life. Everybody wants to copulate, wants to reproduce.
So repeat what you just said. Who follows?
Men follow men, women follow men. It's natural order of life. Everybody wants to copulate and reproduce. It's just what it is. It's what it is. You know, something somehow, some way urges us to spread our seeds, and it's a hormonal thing. It's not a human being thing. It's a male species thing. Every species, every species, every animal, every race, every whatever, the male wants to reproduce. The male needs to reproduce. The male feels an urge to reproduce. And how do we think of reproduction? By intimacy and romance, because they've taught us that in order to reproduce, you have to go through these 5 steps.
You wait for me to ask, what are the 5 steps?
No, bro.
Okay.
It's just like, am I wrong though? It's just there. It's just there. You know, just is what it is.
So much programming.
But then this is where leadership comes in, because a lot of young men today have never had a man like me say this to them. They've had other people not like them try and teach them about mating rituals. They've had other people not like them trying to teach them about the bar mitzvah. Yeah, I say bar mitzvah because there needs to be
A rite of passage.
A rite of passage from boyhood to manhood. You can't let anyone who is not being a man teach you your rite of passage from boyhood to manhood. It's not going to work. It's going to leave you confused. You horse backwards. That's what it is. So it leads into everything altogether. It's just full circle. That's leadership. Again, a leader is a role model. He's someone that goes, no, I've done this before. This is how you do it. I've done blah before. This is how you do it. It's simple. Example. Almost every boy, every man back in the day when he was a boy, has been caught with a magazine or something with his pants halfway down and his junk in his hand.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. I'll say almost
I'm lying,
every.
man. Go on.
Almost every. You see my point? But to see right there, that's it right there. We've all been caught, bro. Mine was worse, bro. Listen, okay.
Mine was worse.
I
I don't want to know, bro. Go on.
But mine was like public call. I'm like, after this, I can't die of shame anymore. It's like,
It's like humiliation
That's
at
why.
100.
That's why nowadays I can walk around naked. I don't care. It's like, you got your junk out. You seen dick before. Me, no shame. My game, I have no shame.
No shame in my game.
No shame. I grew up.
Oh,
But that's what it is. So now here's how, like, when a mother catches her son masturbating, oh no, it's the worst thing in the world. The shame, the guilt, the trauma, everything, right? No, it's true, right? It's a lot. It's a lot.
I never really thought about it.
It's a lot for that child to do with.
Oh, you mean for the kid?
For the child.
Okay.
Bro,
Yeah.
For the child to deal
Oh,
with.
yeah,
That's a lot
absolutely.
for them to deal with. So it's a lot. Now, if I catch some young man rubbing one out, catch my son masturbating,
Different situation.
it's different. You know what happened? I'll come. I will tell him to be home at 4 o'clock on Saturday 4 p.m. We're gonna sit down there.
Have a chat.
No, bro, have an embarrassment. I'll call you. You're gonna be there at 3 o'clock. Me, you, 5 of the boys. 5 of the men. What's down? It's like now 6 men there, like a full circle, right? We're sitting down there, and then when my son comes in, I'll be like, alright, sit down. And then I'll be like, guys, so on blah 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 day on this time, I caught him masturbating.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
It was like everyone's laughing at him. And he's embarrassed. Let him get embarrassed. And then everyone starts telling their own
Everyone
stories.
else shares, yeah.
And I'm like,
that's what you're
let
gonna
me
say.
tell you my story. Boom, 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 boom. And then the next man says his story. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that because I remember you talking about the same thing in the male spaces.
That's leadership.
when you finish training and you guys sit together, and then at a certain point someone might be going through something, and then you go, "Oh, I heard that. That's nothing." Da, 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 da. And I remember you,
Yeah, because most young men and men that stay shelled up assume that everything happening to them is just only them.
Yeah.
But it's not true.
There's something
because
wrong with them.
everyone has gone through the same thing you're going through, and this is how they got out of it.
Absolutely. Whether it's depression, anxiety,
whatever it is,
suicide,
everyone has gone through it.
Yeah.
But they had their own different methods of getting through it.
Yeah.
But you have to hear their methods of getting through it so that you can find your own way out of it.
Boom.
Not my way, your own way.
Everyone's got to find out formula.
There you go. But once you realize that everyone has been in this trap before, but they got out of it, you'll be like, okay, cool. It's my turn.
Yeah. It makes it's not a big deal now.
It's not a big deal now. It's not the worst thing in the world. I thought it was, but it's not. And that's the magic. So that's the difference between the mommy and the daddy.
Shush.
And that's the leadership thing, because one, the young man has seen, oh snap, there are men that are older than me that have gone through this. Men that I look up to.
Men that I respect.
Have gone through this as well. And these men, no matter how bad I think I am, these men have got my back.
And also it shows you that you can still become a man of respect, because these men are.
There you go.
Despite going through the same thing.
Despite what happens, it's not the end of the world.
Jeez, man. Ugh, these spaces are so necessary, man.
But what women don't even, may not even know actually, some know, some don't, is that they need to let the men go through those circles.
They 100% do. I know some mothers do, for example, that like single mothers. There was one woman who posted something a while back. I can't remember what it was, but I ended up, I think I commented on something, and then she said to me, I'm concerned about my son, being too feminine in a sense. And she was like, do you have any advice?
That's a late call. That's a late call. That's no, this is important. This is a late call because it's a self-realization after it's been done. That's being react, not proactive. Does that make sense?
That's very true.
So
because I know women who've put that in place before
there
the
you
kid
go.
even came
So
along.
now think about this, right? Think about it like when someone posts online today and say, oh, this person should do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What happens is most people that post online today, they just found out that this is the way today. Not 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So that means that those 15 years before you messed up and you just realize now that this is the way. So now that they're posting this because
she wouldn't need to
because
post it.
Their path has been destructive, and now that they're trying to make things right, they're posting it. Because if you were on your game from day one, you would not need to post that today.
Need to ask me that question.
It's like me saying every morning, oh, I'm up at 4 a.m. Oh, I do it every day. So it's like, to me.
Yeah. It's not nothing new.
It's nothing new. That's the magic of it. So,
you don't miss much, do you?
That's why I am who I am.
It's just that level of attention to like details, like being. But it's all. The thing is, it's all there, and I'm guessing you experienced this on some level. But it's almost like your level of awareness just increases and increases. And like for one of the things I've started to notice recently is, well, maybe it's partly just because I interact hundreds of times a week, but I'm starting to see through masks now.
Yes.
I never used to see it before. Like I would see someone and just be like, oh, that person's angry, that person's unfriendly, that person is. But now I look and I'm like, that's your social mask. There's something else going on there.
Absolutely.
And it's like it's like the masks and the charade and the facades. It's like they're kind of fading now. I'm starting to see more.
Because you now have more patience. They're no longer so quick to judge.
To jump to conclusions.
Just watch. Just
sight beyond sight. You know that Lionel?
Oh, Lionel. Sword of Woman.
That was such a hard cartoon. That cartoon was hard. Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight.
I watch as an adult now and I'm like, jeez. There's some animations that
I bet there's some cold dialogue in that shit.
And you watch it today, you'd be like, this thing was 30 years behind. that's what it is. Some things are so far behind. Just
I
like
mean, ahead or behind?
sorry, ahead. Apologies. As in, they came out today.